Okay, let's go!
G'day! I'm sitting in the barn. We've got a really exciting day today because we're getting a gravel delivered, which I'm really looking forward to. Firstly, seeing how far it goes, because we've ordered 8 cubic meters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but actually when you actually think, how many times can I say actually? When you actually think about how big a cubic meter is, 8 could go quite far, so we're going to see how that goes. We might have to order more, we will wait and see. And we're also having a sand delivery with it and some lime as well, because Theo needs that for pointing. So we're just currently waiting for the delivery to arrive. They said 10, but this is Portugal and time is flexible. Weather-wise, it's drizzly and Theo's getting the digger prepared. He's got his Indiana Jones hat on, which is perfect for the rain and the sun.
Lovely weather.
It is lovely.
We need this rain though before the summer. It's going to be good.
Yeah, and you can never have enough rain before summer. And this area, I am so in love with it. I threw a load of grass seeds on here, so hopefully they'll sprout, but I did spot a load of ants running off with the seeds, so they might have all been eaten. Theo kept hitting bedrock, but managed to get quite deep in there. With the GoPro, as usual, you can't actually tell very well, but there's a lot of soil on either side, so we're happy with that hole. We have had the gravel delivery and the sand. You can't actually see it, but it's up there behind a tree. And what Theo's doing right now is just kind of scraping off the top layer to make it difficult for any growth. And then we're going to spread the remaining sand out because it's quite deep. Then once that's all done, the gravel comes out, but we're not in a rush to put that on just yet. But it's really gratifying seeing the change. He's also leveling it out so we don't have divots and stuff like that just ends up being a waste of gravel and kind of awkward to drive on. So this digger is an absolute dream boat, and Theo is pretty good too.
Very well.
It's a good morning.
may not know that at the end of last year, at the age of 34, I had a hysterectomy and entered surgical menopause. I have nothing there anymore. I am essentially got really foggy glasses, which is annoying, but I am in menopause. I went straight off the cliff, no perimenopause, nothing beforehand, just boom, straight into it. So the last 5 months has been a lot of adjusting, a lot of learning my new body, because there has been a massive change. My whole abdominal cavity got rearranged, loads of stuff got done in it. And if you want to know why I had a hysterectomy and why I chose to have surgical menopause, there is a video, I'll link it somewhere, I'll put it in the description as well. But it's meant getting used to what my body is like now, and it has changed. I do take estrogen. I only need estrogen because I don't have a womb, and I chose to take it because I'm now 35, so it's pretty young to not be having estrogen. It's risky for your bones and all sorts of things. But it has meant that there's a lot of adjustments, and I'm currently on the lowest dose of estrogen, and I've been on it for about, I think, 3 months now. And I've noticed recently, probably the last few weeks, that my joints are super sore. And at first I thought it was just, you know, joint pain. And then I did a bit of research, spoke to some other people who are menopausal, and it turns out that's a symptom. So I thought I'd share that in case you're menopausal, or just to give a bit of information on menopause, because it's something that most women go through, and it's a big learning curve. And so I will be hoping to increase my estrogen. There's reasons why I'm hesitant about that, because I also have endometriosis, and there's just loads of different things that also add to it. But it's meant that doing physical work like I'm doing today, it's been a lot harder. I'm feeling a lot more pain in my body. But actually today has not been too bad, and doing the physical work has been really nice. So Theo's on the digger, I've been moving things around, and I'm feeling good, and I'm ignoring the joint pain. Why do we use Squarespace? If you have a shop on your site, then with the flexible payment options, checkout has never been easier. You can accept credit cards, PayPal, and even offer buy now or pay later with Afterpay and Klarna. With Squarespace Blueprint AI, their guided design system takes the guesswork out of building your website. Using the prompts, you choose what you'd like and go from there. Terms like SEO can be off-putting, but simply put, they optimize your site and help it stand out in search results. With their integrated SEO tools, you can get discovered by more people faster. And with their fluid engine, customization is at your fingertips. Drag, drop, and create on the go with ease. You don't need to worry about understanding code or messing around with heavy technical features, as Squarespace is designed with the user in mind. So if you haven't already, then definitely click the link in our description, or head to squarespace.com/indieprojects, or use our code indieprojects for a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. So we spent the morning going around a few different shops to get supplies that we needed for today. And today is all about piping, P-I-P-E, and it's water piping that we're doing. We're doing piping for the kitchen, and we're not doing piping today for the rainwater. All the piping. Theo's just getting off the car now.
Super productive morning, to be fair. We went to a few different building yards because obviously we always want to get the best possible price. We don't want to pay more than we have to. And we also managed to order 2 cubic meters of, I don't know what to call it, but it's basically a sandy soil mixed with some aggregate, which is going to be perfect to fix the road into this property, because over the years the rain's worn the road out a little bit, not too bad at all, but like I say, first impressions are super important for people when they come to have a look at this, to buy it. And if you're interested, it is for sale right now. So we've been getting loads of different emails, there's loads of interest. But if you are seriously interested, then just send us an email. I'll leave the email in the description. It is for sale. I'm still finishing bits off and I'm going to document it to the very end, but hopefully I'll be finished soon and a new owner can enjoy this beautiful place. Okay, let's go.
Oh, we should see if the wider one has a different percussion. Shall I hold the end?
Subscribe to the Indie Projects.
So the big one, which is 110 mils, that's
for rainwater.
Yeah, that's the rainwater one that I forgot the word for. And the smaller one is for the waste from the kitchen sink. So we've got a load of piping to do. Which one do you want to start with first, kitchen or rainwater?
Both.
Okay.
Multitask.
Multitask.
Might as well do one trip.
Yeah, never do more than one trip, even if it breaks you. Go on, Theo, you can do it! Can I? Yes.
Right, we'll lay it out, see what we got.
Theo built this really cute raised bed off the side of the barn that I'm going to fill with different types of drought resistant and heat resistant plants. I'm thinking succulents, cactus, some rosemary, things like that. It should look really lovely and add some life to this wall. And then this is going to be gravelled. You will have seen it. We will have mentioned it a million times. So I think we bought 3 of these pipes. Is that 3 of them all together?
Yeah, we're going to
definitely going to need one more.
We'd be good for this, for the bigger pipe, but one more for them.
Sweet. Also, I forgot to say, I spoke to a man about some gutters. So we'll be getting gutters fitted sometime this week. He said he'd call me today, but I've only just remembered and I don't think I'm probably going to speak to him today. I'll send him a message on WhatsApp and see what's going on. I've been trying to get these gutters fitted for 2 years now, so hopefully this week we will get the ball rolling. And round this far side of the house, you can see here, we've got an outlet. Theo has actually been busy piping already. This basically comes from the back of the house and it's a rainwater collection from the roof at the back. It comes all the way down underground and comes out here. And it's actually the perfect thing for the future owners if they wanted to. They could always change this and have some sort of rainwater harvest if they felt like it, or maybe have it run into a pond. There's lots of possibilities. But that being said, this property has never had an issue with water, even in the massive drought that we had in 2022. Our well was still full, which is brilliant. But the thing with water is it's something that until you live off grid or you live with a really small supply like you do in a van, which we had lived in vans for a very long time, you really appreciate holding on to it. So we always try and hold on to as much water as we can.
They say that I'm the king of California. They tip their hats and wave, but hey, don't say I didn't warn you. 'Cause with the other hand, they'll clench their fists, and when you turn your back, they'll stab and twist. It's the life that we must live, and we find fortune. There's a pocket watch and a jacket on my shoulders. And I feel this way, time goes by and I keep on getting older. I reach for gold to place my bet, brush past a half-told cigarette. It's a lonely life inside my head.
The trench is looking good. Although I must say, the problem with stone houses, they're generally built on stone. So Theo's hit the bedrock there and it makes digging by hand really hard, but there's only so much a digger can do as well. Like here was bedrock too. So that's why they built these houses here, but it does make it difficult for digging deep. So if you saw our last video, you will have seen that me and Fernando and the goats went on a hike, and Fernando came up with some really unique trail names for the places where we walk on Miracle Mountain. And I was just trying to think, what would he call this trench that we're digging today? And knowing his wordage, I was thinking maybe the granite crevice, something like that. The stone gap. I don't really feel like they're as mad as the ones he comes up with, so what do you think it should be called? What would Fernando name this trench? So what he's doing now is just creating a little narrow ditch for the water runoff to continue as it will. Some really beautiful flowers here. So it's done a good job, the digger, even though the bedrock is pretty high up, and I don't know if it will have shown on the video yet, but I went to bed with wet hair last night. And I've got business in the front, party in the back. It basically is like a bush on the back of my head, so not quite sure what to call this style, but bird's nest feels like, I would say. Frazzled as well.
In the hole.
How about some grease? Get some off the side of one of the nipples. What are you laughing at? Grease syrup. That looks literally like a cake, you know, when they do the piping.
Go on, spread that.
I'm not spreading that. I've got a cut on my finger. Oh, there's a little beetle here digging in the soil.
Ready?
Yeah.
Right, this should go on nice.
Give it a good old
Go
thrust.
a bit lower.
Oh, there we go. Like a glove.
That's that. Yeah, I think
Looking good.
one or two more probably.
Yeah, I'd say,
2 more.
yeah, 2.5.
It's a good fall.
Yeah, it is. I am out of energy. We have done all the piping that we can do around the front today. We've got the wastewater pipe coming out nicely, and then we've got the one that's going to connect up to the drain pipe and down. And now we're going round to the back of the barn to work on the rear rainwater drain pipe. We need to dig out some more ground. What the hell is he doing? You're a joker, mate. Chilling.
Like a mouse.
So we need to get the white drain pipe out because we are getting it replaced, as I said, with nice drain pipe. But the problem is, I think we glued it all in, so maybe we're just gonna have to saw it off. I don't know. Theo managed to dig down as deep as he could without causing any damage to the structure that I'm standing underneath, because it does have fixtures that go into the ground, and obviously we're getting quite close to them and we don't want to affect them. We also did hit granite, which is not a surprise. And Theo's just gone to get some 90-degree angles so we can fix them to the pipe and then bury it underground. We have finished all the pipe work that we needed to do. I think I'm going to end the video here. It's been a great day. We've got so much done in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed and hit that like button, because it really is nice to know that people are enjoying our videos and all the effort that we're putting into them. So also, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram. We have 2 accounts, the Indie Project and 57.acres. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.